first part of Let's Play The Sims 4 Vampires. Now, I wanted to do something a little bit weird because, you know, I'm weird, and I accept that, but I don't know if you're weird, so I don't know if you can accept that. So, of course, Vladislav likes to do that. As you can see, Vladislav is a vampire, and he's one of the pre-made vampires in The Sims 4. And I'm going to lower his voice because let me tell you something. That is loud. Alright. Now. So, this is them. Now, as you know, Vladislav is a vampire, and he's always been a vampire. They say he's the, you know, I don't know how to describe it. The first vampire. Now, I don't really believe that he's the first vampire. I mean, seriously, there has to be a vampire before the first vampire to make the first vampire, right? That makes no sense at all, but, you know, it works. So, I didn't change any of Vladislav's traits or anything defining his personality. I changed his face. Mainly because he looked way too comical. And I mean, sure, I get it. He's supposed to look sinister, comical, you know, but sometimes a little bit too much. So, you know. And, vampires, they're able to have dark forms. Now, I love the idea of dark forms. I think the idea is really cool and everything. But I don't really see the point in having a dark form. I mean, I wouldn't like the idea of the vampire walking around with their dark form visible, because I would think other Sims wouldn't want to know you're a vampire because they'd be scared of you, and they wouldn't let you be around them because then you can't have their plasma. Does that make any sense? Am I just talking? I'm probably just talking now. So, here's Vladislav in himself. He's evil, he's a loner, and he's a music lover. He plays the pipe organ in his mansion. And he wants to be a master vampire. Now, he's already actually a grandmaster vampire. He... Ruler of the Roost, yes. Ruler of Forgotten Hollow, definitely. Here is his dark form. I did not change his dark form at all. At all. So, I mean, that's his dark form compared to his. I mean, it's not that much of a difference. It's just, you know, the adding of pointy ears and the hooked nose, the jutted jawline. That made perfect sense. Alright. And you can't really change anything except for their outfits, which, you know, I'm really sorry that these are all gold. I mean, I don't really explore with the male Sims that much. I explore more with female Sims and not male Sims. On this computer, I don't explore with custom content. So, I decided that Vladislav should have a family because I think, yes, he's turning other Sims into vampires, which would be his offspring, but I think he should have some actual offspring, as in his children. And I think that Vladislav, I bet his wife died. Like, she was out in the sunlight for too long, and she died. And now, I think that's horrible, and yes, she would have to be a vampire. So, I decided to make his 2 children. Now, his first kid, I hate that I just said kid, is Elena. She looks like this. She has the silver hair like her father. She has a hooked nose like her father. I love the hooked nose. This is her, every day. I forgot the word. This is her formal attire. Very vampire-esque. You know, she's got to keep the vampire image up. Oh my gosh. Here is her athletic wear. Her sleepwear. her party wear, and look at that highlight. Now, let me tell you something. That is a great highlight right there. I aspire to have that highlight one day. And then her swimwear. Her swimwear just looks like bra and underwear, which is perfectly fine. I mean, seriously, it's fine. She is hot-headed. It's kind of like a trait like her father. He's evil, but she's hot-headed. She's a snob. She wants to be better. She's better than you. She thinks she's better than you. Romantic. I really like the idea of being romantic. And, she doesn't have... oh my gosh, I forgot to show you guys this. I'm sure everyone knows this by now. But, teeth. Now, let's say you want braces. Cute. You can get braces. Well, she only has the top fangs, which I find okay, but I mean, bottom fangs, that's what vampires really look for. They don't want these, they want these. And she wants to have a vampire family, which is to create a family of vampires. So, offspring. Offspring, family, what your Sims look for. And this is her dark form. Yes, I put her in a butler costume. I know it looks stupid, but I think I like the idea of she kind of wants to be more conservative than the rest of the vampires. Because, I mean, you see a lot of flirty vampires. Like, in Sims 3 Late Night, there were a few vampires who were very put out there, and they dressed a certain way, and she wants to be laid back. She wants to not be like other vampires. She wants to be conservative and clean cut. So this is her vampire dark form, Elena Strahd. She's got all white eyes now. I love that. And the dark black hair. Then we have her twin brother, who's not really a twin. I mean, seriously, yes, they do look very much alike, but I say they are twins, but they don't really seem like twins. Is that weird? That kind of sounds weird, but it's how their minds work. And yes, his name is Vladimir. If any of you know, I love the name Vladimir. I think it's one of the best names out there. And he is very, very, very clean cut. Now, he likes to be what his father would say, mature and straight up and the perfect child. Well, here is Vladimir. As you can see, he does have dark circles under his eyes. He does have the sockets. I mean, there's a lot going on here, but he does have these sockets. And, I mean, the cheeks, you can have all these different things, but the skin doesn't really let you pick that, so I just kind of... And his teeth are straight. Now, the reason why I did this is because I wanted him to be the... Technically, yes, he'd be the Don Lothario of Forgotten Hollow. That should make sense. He is the Don Lothario of Forgotten Hollow. Now, the reason why I did this is because he wants to secretly make vampire offspring with humans. Yes, he does have pointy ears, but I think he can pass as a human if he tries hard enough. So, he sawed down his fangs for his normal sim form. Said he could have straight white teeth like regular Sims. Alright, and here is his formal wear. His athletic wear, all black all the time. Sleepwear, party wear, and swimwear. Now, for his dark form. His dark form, along with his sisters, is very pale and very different. Now, here is his dark form's main attire, and I love this. Both siblings go along with a suit and tie kind of look here. And if we zoom in on him, of course he has his ears, he has the same hairstyle, he has everything in his face is the same except for his eyes and the sockets. The sockets have tears and scars, and for his teeth, a little bit different now. He has sharp teeth instead of these or these or these. I think these ones look stupid, to be honest with you. I don't really like those ones, but these ones are very scary looking, and these ones aren't very scary, but these ones are scary. So he probably is one of the more powerful vampires in Forgotten Hollow, just he has to live under his father's shadow. Now, he is romantic, non-committal, and a music lover. Romantic like his sister, and music lover like his father. Non-committal because, yes, he will be making offspring with many people in Forgotten Hollow and in the other worlds and communities. And he also wants to be Master Vampire like his father, and he has already became a Grandmaster Vampire. He wants to be the next Vladislaus. And as you can see, Vladislaus and Vladimir, but Elena is this totally different name. She doesn't have a V in her name at all. So that is it for the Strahd household. And I will get right back with you for the Vittore And household. I'm back with the Vittores. Now, I don't really know how to pronounce their names. Or not their names, but their last name. So, our first sim here is Lilith Vittore. And she is athletic, active, outgoing, and creative. And she's also a vampire, and she wants to create a vampire family. And if you know this already, she's a part of the second ruling family in Forgotten Hollow. The Vittores are the second ruling family of vampires. Now, here is Lilith. Blush, though. She's also wearing a very vampiric outfit. And she is very athletic. Like, if you look at her body shape, she's very toned. Alright, and Lilith, I'm not exactly sure if they're twins or not, but she has a... Oh, wait, no, I gotta do the dark form. I keep forgetting about that dark form. Now, here is her dark form. It's not very different. She's just really... very muscular. I mean... So, that's just her dark form, and here are her teeth. Her teeth are normal. They are straight up vampire teeth, not like these, not like these, not like these. And then we have her brother, Caleb, who is a good vampire. Now, this is different than we've seen in the Strahd household. None of them want to be good vampires. He wants to control his thirst and remain as human as possible. He is ambitious, a foodie, and he's materialistic. And I believe that he doesn't have a very good relationship with Vladislaus, mainly because he is a part of a vampire ruling family. And, I mean, if you're a part of a vampire ruling family, then you are not going to be friends with other vampires unless they're allies by marriage or whatever. These are his outfits. As you can see, that's the same as Vladimir's outfit. I've played with Caleb Vittore before in an earlier household. I could probably do current households for everyone. And he's a guilty drinker. He doesn't exactly like the idea of drinking plasma from Sims. He'll take it from plasma packs. And his vampire form isn't any different, except for the fact that he apparently doesn't have custom content skin, which I am, oh my gosh, if they don't have one for him, alright, I fixed that. Don't worry about that. And then I decided that he should get a daughter. Now this is only because vampire families. Now, here's the cool part with his daughter. His daughter is actually not a vampire. She is not a vampire at all. Yes, she has the characteristics of a vampire. She has everything to do with vampirism. She wants to learn the life of her father and her aunt, but she is not a vampire. And that might be because Caleb secretly got married to a human, and then just somewhere along the line, she died. Now, no one knows the whereabouts of the human, if she died or if she didn't. But there's a lot of talk in the town that says that Lilith got rid of her. So, there might be a mystery on our there's a mystery on our hands. Alright, now this is Bridget. She wants to find her soulmate. She wants to find the one. She's romantic and she's a goofball. And we might see a lot of flirting between her and Vladimir. I have a feeling that they'd be flirting a little bit because, you know, like, Vladimir, he'll see a human and he'll think, oh, offspring. Like, Vladimir is just that kind of person. He's that kind of sim. He kind of just, you know, is portrayed as a Don Lothario. He goes around and woohoos with women and then gets away from them. That's how he does things. And also she has braces. Now this is mainly because in case she were to turn into a vampire, Caleb made sure she got braces because he didn't want her to grow into fangs. Now it's parenting in a way in which I don't really understand it, but, you know, Caleb is just trying to keep her away from Forgotten Hollow. He wants her, as soon as she becomes a young adult, he wants her to get out of there. Because he knows that if she's there for too long, she will get turned into a vampire. Because she might even ask him to become a vampire. She may want to become one just out of nowhere and expect her to become one. And instead of going to Caleb for this, she'll probably end up going to Lilith. And you know, Lilith, she will do it because Lilith wants to create a vampire family. Alright, now we have our household. These are just Sims that go along with our plot line. Our household is fantastic. And I'll be right back with her. Alright, and now, finally, we have Carmen Pierce. Now, Carmen Pierce is a vampire who, yes, she does live in Forgotten Hollow. She is from Forgotten Hollow. She's always been from here. This is her family. This is where she lives. And she's all alone. Now, there may be a reason behind that. We may see her family walking around soon. We might see them living around town soon, and I'd love to see her reunite with her family. Now, Carmen is she wants to be a good vampire. Also, she doesn't really want to. She wants to know the idea of being a master vampire, but she wants to be human again. Or at least before. She wants to be human instead of a vampire for the first time in her life. She wants to experience the life of being human, and we want. And I think I might want to make that possible at some point in this series, but you know, it's a little bit difficult because we have to explore the vampire plot lines and we have to explore the human plot. Okay, I can't even talk. Plot lines. So she's family oriented, she's a genius, and she's cheerful, and she is a vampire. Now, here is Carmen's everyday. Here is her formal. Very cute, definitely. She knows the life of being stylish, and here's her sleepwear. Her party wear. Party wear is a little bit more dark. I have a feeling that she let a little bit of her vampiric self. Vampiric? Is it vampire? Okay, you know what? We're not going to question any of my pronunciations in this video, but if there are particular pronunciations, just put them in the description. No, put them in the comment section, and I'll have to look them up later. Okay, and this is her swimwear. Her dark form is this. Now, everyone's thinking probably it went from girly to goth in a blink of an eye. Yes, it did. Carmen came from a very dark and gothic family. Now, we don't know if her backstory lies with the Vittores or the Strahds. And we don't know if she'll marry into the Strahds or the Vittores, or if she'll marry into them at all and marry a human instead. We don't know. This is what she looks like. Very dark. I think I might have changed these. I did. Yes, I did. Now this is the dark version of all of her clothes. And I love that. I love that I did that. Except for this one. This one I didn't really change at all. So, there you have it. And I'll be back with the first part. The first official part. Sometime soon. Alright. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye. Love y'all. Peace out. Carmen loves you too. And bye.